Hey everyone, welcome back to a new episode of World Builder Wednesdays. Today we're going to be talking about Season 1 of our new World Builder Comics initiative, the Phone Photography Challenge on Instagram, and Pitchfest office hours where you can come and ask questions about anything Pitchfest related. Finally, we're going to wrap up with an interview with Charli, Blount, the creator behind Pitchfest semifinalist in 2021 Lawless, and talk to her about her comics and what she has coming up for us in Pitchfest 2022. This month's challenge is the Phone Photography Challenge in participation with 4 Bricks Tall. Submissions are due on April 29th at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and 4 Bricks Tall has been teaching us some special tips for phone photography to let beginners figure out how to take new photos of their LEGO minifigures or anything else they want. You can check out her tips and tricks on our Instagram account at LEGO World Builder, and you can submit through Instagram or through our brand new Discord server. Speaking of our Discord server, if you haven't joined it yet, now is the perfect time to, because as you all know, Pitchfest submissions opened up about 3 weeks ago. We've been getting some awesome ones in, but if you have any questions for us, we will be running office hours on the Pitchfest channel in our Discord server. The admins will be there to answer any and all questions you have, and it'll be done through a voice channel, so you can find the times posted, like I said, in that general chat section for Pitchfest, but we'll also be advertising them on our Instagram stories in the coming weeks. Moving on to our new LEGO World Builder Comics initiative, you may have noticed that we've been posting some Sunday morning comics on our Instagram account. We did LEGO Clash and Lawless, and now we're turning these into recurring comic themes that are going to be running for the next couple of months. You guys all know LEGO Clash, created by the wonderful architect Mr. Fang 2. We will be continuing Wrecker and Lightfoot's adventures throughout Battle Titan City in this comic series. Meanwhile, we're also moving to another Pitchfest semifinalist with Lawless. We just launched 2 comics based on the world created by Charli, Blount, a wonderful illustrator who was part of our She Builds Worlds panel. Lawless combines awesome aspects of Western and sci-fi genres, and it's going to be a lot of fun to continue that world. Finally, another Pitchfest semifinalist is getting the comic book treatment with Owen Buxton's Otherworld. This is an epic story about 2 kids who discover that their grandma used to be part of an insane superhero team, and they have to go on an adventure to reassemble the team and defeat the evil that's come back into their world. We're very excited to continue all of these comic book treatments throughout the next few months. And even better, you can submit your own worlds for consideration for our next season, which is going to be starting in mid-July. You can share your world on Twitter or Instagram and tag us with hashtag LWBcomics, or you can share them on our LEGO World Builder Comics channel on the Discord server. Now it's time to talk to Charli, Blount about all of the amazing worlds she's creating over on LEGO World Builder. Hey everyone, I'm here with Charli, the creator of Lawless. Charli, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into LEGO?
Yeah, so I'm a doodler. I've always been a doodler. Ever since I was young, I got into animation. I went to art school in California, but I got into Lego mostly because of Ninjago. I was a huge Ninjago fan. The cartoon series. I think I found it while I was in college, and I kept up with it. I was a big nerd about it, and all my friends were kind of poking a little fun at me, like, oh, I can't believe you like this like kids show. And I'm like, oh, it was so good. The characters and the stories, it was right up my alley as like a animator and storyteller and Lego fan. Like, everyone loves Legos.
That's great to hear, because I'm also a huge Ninjago fan. I think that we have a lot of Ninjago fans in the World Builder community, and it is a great show. It's like the pinnacle of Lego animation, besides the movies, but like definitely on TV at least. So we have started running a new Lego World Builder Sunday morning comic idea on Instagram, and Lawless is going to be one of our recurring worlds that we're going to return to for different stories. So do you want to talk a little bit about your Lawless comics? Your most recent one just came out on Sunday, so just like 3 or 4 days ago. And do you want to like maybe tease some of the ideas you have for the subsequent stories?
Sure. Yeah, sure. So I love writing the Lawless comics. When I think it was Milo with Clash, he's the first one who reached out to me and pitched this idea, and I'm so excited about it. And I love doing the comics. I love writing and drawing comics. The last one that came out was about Annie and Lawson kind of looking for like some missing octopi from the ranchers. Lawless is a weird town. Anything can happen there. So there's these octopus ranchers, and their herds are going missing, and so they went to go check it out for maybe like a rift in the time-space continuum. Turns out to be aliens, and Lawson never knows how to react to these things. He's always confused. So, but the next one, I think I'll tease who's going to be because Lawson is going to be our reoccurring. He's going to lead us through this world. But I think the next one is going to be with Cypher. We're going to meet Cypher and how he's a futuristic bounty hunter. So I'm excited about that one.
I'm really excited for that. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, I've been loving the whole comic idea. We did start it off with Milo with Clash, but I really like the Lawless comics. I love your art style, especially for the characters. Like your characters, I love how they're still Lego, but they're so expressive, especially Lawson, like his facial expressions and body language. Like it always just gets me. I really, really love that.
Thanks. That's my favorite thing to do is character design. So and I think I talked about this in the She Builds Worlds panel, but I just love drawing characters. And then I drew a lot of inspiration for like how they emote and how they kind of like their faces and their poses and stuff like that from the Monkey Kid series. I love that art style. The only thing I can't seem to get is their little hands. So I did cheat a little there, but I had a lot of fun with that style. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say that's what it reminds me of now that you say that, because I haven't seen Monkey Kid. I know it's kind of hard to get a hold of in the US. I always see people complaining about it, like on like Discord servers I'm a part of and stuff like that. But I love the sets, and I do really like that art style, because from what little like I've seen of the show, like the little clips, they are like really expressive and stylized. And yeah, your art kind of like resembles that, but it's still its own thing, and like that's what I really like about it.
Thanks. Side note, they have the first season of Monkey Kid on Amazon Prime, so if you've got that, I would totally check it out.
Okay, maybe not a bad idea. I've never actually watched anything on Amazon Prime before, so that'll be something new for me. So I mentioned earlier in this World Builder Wednesdays episode that Lawless was one of our Pitchfest semi-finalists in 2021. Now, submissions are open for Pitchfest 2022. Are you going to submit Lawless again? Have you reworked it at all, or do you have anything else you're working on that you want to submit?
Yeah, so I'm making a few tweaks, just a couple, to Lawless, kind of taking some of their notes from before, from last year, and kind of tweaking it and adjusting for those notes. But I also have a video game idea that I'm working on. Hopefully I'll have it up before June, so that'll be exciting. It doesn't have a name yet, so it still has a little working title, but I'm working on it. I'm really excited about it. Kind of a open world sort of thing. I've been playing a lot of open world games lately, and I just thought that Lego would totally fit into that open world. Build a base or build a tool or whatever. I'm just so excited about it.
Yeah, speaking of open world games, like because I've only ever had like a Nintendo DS or like a Switch, like basically handheld things, consoles for my entire life, and I had a Wii, but I don't even remember if Lego used to make their games for the Wii. I feel like it used to really just be PlayStation and Xbox. And so when the Avengers game came out in 2016, that had an open world on the DS for the first time, and it amazed me. I think the open world format works so well for Lego. And it's like my favorite part of like the Lego games now. So I think that idea could really work. Can you give us a hint towards the genre? Like, is it going to be kind of sci-fi Western like Lawless? Is it going to be like RPG style?
I'm thinking it'll probably be a little more RPG style, maybe a hint of fantasy, but I kind of want to keep that kind of anything can happen trait from Lawless, and have world or areas in the world that are kind of based on different sets or different like styles and all these things, all the things that kind of like make Lego, all the creativity and stuff that goes into it. I want to kind of draw that into its own game, like I don't know how to explain it. Just
it sounds very high
and
concept.
fantastical as it can be.
Yeah, sounds super high concept. I'm really excited to see it. Especially if it is going to be, if it's going to be such a different style too. I think that would be so interesting because is Lawless your only world on World Builder right now, or do you have? I don't know.
I have a Ninjago spin-off world as well, called oh my gosh, Thunder and Lightning, and it's kind of a go back in time and see the Master of Lightning, so Jay's mom, and how she met Jay's dad and what happened, where they're at now, that kind of thing. And I think that one would probably fall more into the style of, I draw the characters in my style, but I imagine it more like the style of Ninjago, if it were ever an actual spin-off.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense to me. So that's really exciting then, because this is your second like wholly original world. I'm excited to see what comes from it, and yeah, I really hope. Are you planning on submitting both Lawless and this game world to Pitchfest?
I am. If I haven't gone back and reread the rules. Last year I think there was, you could submit 5 worlds, but I haven't gone back and reread that, so maybe.
Yeah, you
but
can.
yes,
don't worry.
If I
you can
can,
still.
I'm definitely.
You can still submit.
If I can, I
worlds
definitely
here.
want to submit both.
Okay, that's good to hear. I'll keep an eye out for your submissions just so I can look at all the beautiful art.
Oh, thank you.
All right, well, it was great talking to you, Charli. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to see what else you put on World Builder.
Thanks for having me. It was great.
Thanks for tuning into this week's episode. My name is Orbit, and I'll be here to host World Builder Wednesdays for the next 2 weeks for as long as you'll have me. Don't forget to subscribe to Tongal's channel for more content, and keep an eye out for more exciting announcements coming from LEGO World Builder. Bye for now.